KB, this is the break. You know how it is,
You
my
know,
man. I'm chilling with my man Thlogi Tholo, and well, this is normally how I do it, right? I tell everybody else that whoever comes out here are the people who are building basketball one brick at a time, because that's what the break is really all about. But first of all, let me let them know, yo, we chilling out here at the Radisson Hotel, beautiful weather in Kigali, the day before the biggest game of your life, and you've been brought back to the Tigers, man. Welcome to the show, and how you feeling? How you
and
feeling?
man, I think most importantly, I'm feeling nervous,
Yeah.
a bit scared there and there, but I'm willing to go through the process and wake up tomorrow morning, go through my rituals, and back to work, man. And I think most importantly, we're taking this shit.
Wait a minute. You're saying your rituals? Tell me about the rituals, man. In fact, let's bring this closer so that people can hear you properly, man. I think this is better. Like speak louder too, so they can hear what you're saying, man.
My rituals. So in the morning, basically wake up, do my devotions, meditate.
Right.
Well, I got this from Kobe, late
Oh,
Kobe. Yeah,
Mamba.
so yeah,
Yes,
Mamba
right.
mentality. So
Right.
that's been working in terms of patience, in terms of the process, and we go through. Like, there's a cloud, man. That people talk a lot of stuff.
Right.
There are a lot of insights. People say different things about me or the team. So that helps to actually, overcome what people say outside of the basketball community that we have. So yeah.
And let me tell you something. You're not the only player that does that, because I've seen a video making the rounds of Kyrie Irving doing that. What do they call it, man? With a little smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, going around and just trying to get the negative energies out the arena. I think that was when he was in Boston. I think he continued with it into
Mix
the
the nets.
the nets.
Yeah.
And it's nothing wrong with it. It's really all about what it is that you feel to get your spirits and your energies and your everything right before a big game.
True.
Yeah.
True. And I also believe in that because at least it's something that you fall to. You know, it's kind of hard when you're within this space, when you don't have like something you can fall back to when things are breaking down. There should be something you really like that'll comfort you, that you
Something
fall.
spiritually.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Or for some people, it might not be spiritually. It might be some a physical form. It might be your girl. It might be your family. It might be.
Your
It's just
girl.
about yeah. So it might be It might be anything. It might be you talking to your best friend. It might be you kneeling down. So it could be anything. It's just about what do you believe in? What is it that makes you feel better? That you think will take away all the noise around you.
All right.
Yeah.
So before we go on, let me introduce this guy properly, because we started this thing haphazardly. It's not with the break, with the producers telling me what it is that I must do and say whatever in my ear. So we're doing this thing from my phone in Kigali. Weather is beautiful. We're at the Radisson Blue Hotel. It's amazing. This place is clean. I love the air. It smells nice. People are nice. They're friendly. And yeah, you're watching the break. And right here, I'm with a point guard, the backup point guard of the Tigers. I don't know if I should say the backup point guard or the other point guard. What do you
Well,
have to say about that?
Well, I think it's mostly about what the organization wants, and I'm here to play my role, and I'm gonna give my best, and I know what I'm capable of doing, and I think I'm the best, and I'll never take that away from myself. So when I'm in that flow, whether as a lineup, whether as a backup point guard, whether as a seventh man, whether I'm at eighth man, it will never change.
I love it.
It'll never change who Tlogi is. And I'm sure everyone knows now in SA that, in fact, in SADC, everyone knows who Tlogi is. So I believe, when you put me in that coach, you know what I'm capable of doing. And actually, I'm going to deliver more this time.
Let me tell you this. You just said Sadek. Now all of Africa is about to know who Tlogi is.
Yeah, man.
But before we go there, man, like when I was in Cairo, I hit you up and I said, yo, man, you need to be here. And I don't even want to go into the politics of what happened, that you did not make the team to Cairo, but you're in Kigali now. What were you going through when you were seeing the guys in Cairo doing what they were doing?
Hey, man. Honestly, I'm a very emotional guy. But that doesn't take away the fact that I'm not a jealous guy. I'm not someone that'll, so I've always been supportive to the guys. And I felt like they can do it without me. Whether I'm there or not, they can do it without me. But at the same time, I knew I'm a big piece, So I'm glad the guys went there. They got experience there, and it was fun for them. It was tough for them. I watched a couple of games, and I realized that, God is on my side. It's not over. And trust me, KB, I knew they were gonna bring me back.
You knew?
Like, definitely.
And how did it happen? Tell us about how you got back onto the squad, man.
So it was just support, praying.
Right.
Yeah, because that's what I believe in.
Working hard. Taking
Never
your game on.
I never stopped.
Right.
Just because I didn't make it to Cairo, I never stopped training.
Playing games, winning games, Ashraf tournament.
In fact, I got stronger.
Wow.
Yeah, like I got stronger mentally, physically, and I knew that was my time to actually prepare. So I didn't let that bring me down. I was like, you know what, this is actually the time to prepare, because I know anything can happen with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I believe, I'm still yet to do great things. So that didn't take away who I am, but actually it enhanced me, getting back into the team. So I knew that something will come up. So I didn't back down just because I didn't get the opportunity to go to Cairo. It was just one of those things like, hey man, Thlogi, you stood your ground, you left because of certain reasons, but it don't mean you're not Thlogi anymore. It just means you need to get better.
Right.
Handle shit differently this time when you get back.
Right.
And here I am, man.
Let me tell you something, man. Like when we were talking and I was in Cairo, I don't know if it was then, because we've been talking.
Yeah.
We've been talking.
Yeah.
It doesn't even before
Even
the Tigers
before,
were there.
yeah.
Like
Way before.
we even played in the same team.
Yeah.
So for people out there, they must know that we've been talking. But when I hit you up, you had a profile that said some words in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was inspired. I mean, look, I might be older than you, but you inspire me and the man you are and how you stand your ground. You want to tell us about what that profile was about? And if you want me to remind you,
Yeah.
just in case you've been changing a lot of profiles,
Okay.
was really about your worth.
Yeah.
And it was making an example about, how much water would be here in Kigali, Radisson, versus how much water would be out in the hood, the price difference. Tell me about that, man.
So, so what I did was I had to set my values straight, and
Right.
I had to really set them straight. And like, Thlogi, you need to fall to something. What is it that you really value? Am I gonna value money first, or am I gonna value treatment first, or am I gonna value, So, in my mind, I was like, you know what, Thlogi, you don't need to rush yourself to get into that bigger stage.
Right.
If you're not getting what you want.
Right.
Who is Thlogi? What's Thlogi about? Is Thlogi gonna chase money? Nah. Is Thlogi gonna chase treatment? Respect how I deserve to?
Right.
Yeah. So how am I gonna do that? I needed to sacrifice money.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? Fuck this money. I'm gonna take a different route. Right? Whether exposure, people are saying, nah, bro, you need to be there because of exposure. I'm like, y'all don't know what I'm thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not in your mind.
You're not in my mind.
They're not in your strategy to life.
I'm 1%.
That's right.
So I'm not gonna behave in an average way.
Yeah.
So I told myself I'm not average. I'm not gonna settle. I want what I want.
Right.
How am I gonna get what I want? I need to stand my ground, lose certain things, gain certain things.
Sacrifices, man.
Sacrifices. So I sacrificed the BAL. I got in South Africa. I got a tournament that I went to. I got paid more. I got that money.
And you got the win.
I got the win too. Championship.
The biggest tournament in South Africa right now.
And that will help me get my footage together and add to that, because I had a good tournament. So I knew that something will come up, my man, because I'm spiritually strong. So whatever I feel, it's me that I feel it. And I'm so passionate about it, and I'm grounded about it. And no one will get into that. Like, no one will get into my space of that, because I grew up being clouded. So now I had to work on myself and realize that, working on myself was the biggest thing that I did for myself, and especially giving myself to God. Because when I started praying and started reading the Bible and started, exploring the spiritual world, I realized, oh shit, I can actually be this solid guy.
Wow.
Without actually, submitting to anyone, but respecting everyone genuinely, giving love, but I need to teach people how to treat me.
Right.
And how do I do that? I need to treat myself better.
Wow.
I need to get my mind straight. I need to get my mind positive. I need to, when I feel something, I need to tell you. Instead of hiding it, I gotta say it in your face and this is what I don't want. And it helped me become this man that I am today. Man, I'm proud of myself.
Spiritual and mental toughness is something that says everything about what you are about.
And I knew that everyone wants me to be here. But it wasn't about them at that time.
That's right.
Yeah, it was just, look, you need to get your mind right.
Your own journey, baby.
My own journey.
Right.
And I've traveled it, and man, trust me, every day something unfolds inside. Basically, I break down every morning.
Really?
Yeah. I break down every fucking
What you
morning.
talking about breakdown? What do you mean breakdown? What is breaking down every morning?
Meaning that something just comes out.
Right.
So something negative every morning just comes out.
Right.
Just
But
comes
breaking
out.
down, you're talking about crime?
Crying. Meaning that I'll think of something bad that I've done before and I wouldn't be proud of, and I cry it out.
So this teaches everyone out there. The whole thing about tigers don't cry, come on now. You must, if you have to, because this man right here plays for the Tigers. He's a tiger. And yes, tigers do cry to get your spiritual and mental toughness together. I love that about you, man.
And guess what? As you cry it out, you become stronger.
You feel better.
You feel better.
You're ready for the day.
My man.
Ready for the game.
My man, it's different. I can't, it's something that no one can experience, unless you go through it, unless you commit to it, unless you really wanna know who Thlogi is, or when you wanna really get to know yourself. So it's something that I go through every day, and I had to accept it. Sometimes it's tears of joy,
right.
where I'm so
Grateful.
I'm grateful. I'm
right.
so joyful that I managed to shift. Being from average to 1%.
Wow.
And also the kind of information I expose myself to is very important. So I really try to expose myself to very limited information.
Negative information.
So I read certain books. I don't just read anything. I don't just indulge on anything. I don't just talk to I talk to everyone, but there are certain people that I go to for advice. And I have a few people that mentor me, actually, and you one of them. You just don't know, but I ask you, I'd come to you for advice, whether it's business, whether it's emotional,
right.
because I know sometimes I can react to, everyone knows that, but it's because I'm not afraid anymore.
They call it impulsive reaction.
But
How do you feel at that point?
And because I'm so passionate about
right.
standing my ground, and I'm not doing it to invade anyone's space.
Right.
I'm just doing it to protect this dude that's willing to come out of something from the dirt and become like inspirational to kids, because I think we've never had that growing up. We've never had people that really stand out and really passionately speak about things. Even when things are going bad, people still accept shit to go bad. Right. And that's not what I'm willing to go through. Right. I'm not saying I'm gonna fight everything, but I'm just saying that I'm just trying to channel things. I wanna make a difference. I'm not here to. So that gave me purpose.
Right. So you are the change you wanna see. You're not sitting by the sidelines trying to figure out who's doing the change.
No. I'm in the dirt. I'm doing the dirty work from the ground roots.
Right.
Whether I need to tell a boss where to get off, I'm gonna do that. And it won't be in a rude way, but I'll just tell him, this is what you did, and this is how we need to go about shit, because we can't keep. Remember, in order for things to change, we gotta have creative solutions.
Right.
Because South Africa has been on the same level for so many years, because there's no creative solutions. It's people complaining, but they don't say anything about shit. They just sit back and talk behind the scenes.
So let me tell everybody here about a little something that I experienced about you yesterday.
Okay.
So you wanted what you wanted in terms of the gear, the practice gear, and one of the senior people here at BAL called you up, and she was trying to find out why you're not wearing the uniform
Yeah.
that was given to you, and you took me through that whole process. Tell me more about that.
Well, the approach, firstly,
Right.
it's very important for us. I'm not racist. It's very important for us black people to treat each other. Humanity is very important. That comes a long way for me because if we can respect each other, the environment becomes more peaceful,
Right.
more genuine.
Right.
We'll fight about positive stuff. We'll never fight about you oppressing me or you against me because the environment gives us that platform. The universe actually helps us to get better because we ether. It's called ether. It's the reason why I also wanna take you back. The reason why I also fight because I understand what the universe brings. So I don't wanna fight the universe. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I wanna.
You want to be in line, in harmony.
In harmony.
In harmony with the universe.
And the only way is I must be in harmony. And physically, it comes across as like I'm biting.
Right.
But because I'm a tiger, that's how I'll bite.
Right.
But inside, I know spiritually, I mean good.
Right. Right.
Yeah. But sometimes I need to do it in a way that don't fuck around. You gotta,
So this is like what I learned from that little conversation that we had, that if you approach me with humility, I'll respond with humility, and it doesn't matter what your position is. It really is about being human before we are the titles that we are.
Yes.
And that to me stood out, and for me to see you stand your ground on the most feared senior personnel within the BAL just talks to who you really are. It's not about, oh my God, let me fear this person because they're important. It really is about, if you treat me like a human being, I'm gonna treat you like a human being right back. If you're rude to me, I mean, the way you were responding to her, it was like, I am Tohi and I'm here. And if you don't want me here and you don't treat me like this, then send me home, because it's not really about being here. It's about being human before we play basketball.
And because I'm not playing for BAL, I'm not playing for the organization, I'm not playing for myself, I'm playing for God.
That's right.
So that helps me a lot. So when God doesn't want me here anymore, then I don't have to be here because I pray to Him, right?
Right.
I don't pray to flesh. I know my spiritual level, so I know, God, this is what I'm going through. Help me make the right choice.
Right.
And then by the morning, He'll give me that platform to make that choice, and He'll tell me, now, if you have to leave, go, man. Your gift, my man. Wherever I go, I'll make a difference.
Wow.
Whether it's in France, whether it's BAL, so my point is, I don't play for anyone. I don't play for organization. I play for God.
Spirituality is where it starts.
And my purpose.
That's right.
I was brought. So I had to realize those things through this process that I'm going through.
Wow.
And slowly I'm getting better. I'm getting stronger.
Right.
I'll have a way to solve things. I'll eventually find a solution to get it right. Just like the brick. One brick at a time.
One brick at a time, baby.
I'll break down, come back. Break down, but I'm building.
That's
Eventually, I'll have the whole house, and
People must relax because we're having a chat with the point guard right here. Let me tell you something, man. I think what you've achieved is amazing. It's something that you can easily take to any kid out there and say, this is talking from nothing to something.
yeah.
And for you to be here was really by your own doing. And I've always said, if there's anything South Africans can learn across basketball, across the nation, is that no one is going to come and give it to you. You have to go out there and get it.
And if it means that, my man, you have to sit by yourself and meditate, go through the process.
Right.
It's hard, it's uncomfortable. Hey, man, it helps.
Wow.
Like, I feel so proud of myself. It's not even, I'm strong, my man. Like, no one will get in my space. No one will just deviate me from the, like, I'm in my lane.
Your focus is on point.
It's in my lane, KB. I ain't scared no more. Even when I'm scared, I'll brave up. I'll keep my head up. Nothing will ever stop me, kid. I'm gone.
So, just as we're about to finish this interview, let me talk about what has happened lately within the Tigers. I don't want it to come across as if there's two camps, but competition is competition. It starts within the team, and together you go out there and get that win, and that's what we're hoping for tomorrow. But there's been a rivalry happening within the team, but obviously when you go out there and play, you're together. Ever since you came out, there's been a shift in terms of the leadership. There's been a shift in terms of the internal wins and losses. What do you have to say about that?
Hey man, since I've been here, I mean, they know we've been busting their asses. they know, and it boils down to preparation. How before I got, because I lost the first opportunity, I started preparing more.
Right.
So when I got here, I knew, yo, Thlogi, overlook everyone, bro. Like, fuck who played where, fuck who's from where. You know, I had to stand and say, you know
They
what?
did say this is a show for the young ones too, but okay.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what, Thlogi, you gotta, when you get there, you gotta make a difference.
Right.
That's what's important, because you prepared that. Firstly, internally.
Right.
I've prepared that internally. I knew it's gonna be hard, but I was willing to go through the process. As soon as I feel uncomfortable about something, I know something is working.
Right.
So I know, instantly I know, Thlogi, you're doing a good job, because this is uncomfortable.
Wow.
Yeah, because I knew what it would take to beat those guys. And what it takes is just to get the guys ready for the game. It's not practice or no, it's just to say, yo, we've been here. Let's just stick to our man. Let's just do this together. In the game, it's good rivalry. So in the game, we gotta have to make it work.
Of course.
You know?
Of course.
And as a
ultimately,
PG,
we are a team.
We're a team.
We're a team.
So as a PG, if things break down, I should be able to say, yo, let's just continue. Let's just, keep hitting back. If they get hit, let's just continue, because it's gonna take that. I mean, no one's gonna give it to us easy.
Right.
So it is gonna get hard, but because I've prepared myself for that, I'm ready for it. Yeah.
So everybody has been thinking the Tigers, we're gonna lose. We're not gonna come out of South Africa. We're not gonna come out of SADC. We're not gonna come out of Egypt. But we're here. What do you think the mood is like? And I suppose it's not really about what people say. What do you feel about where the team is right now? And a day before game day, your preparation, everybody's healthy. We had an interview with the doctor. The doctor says, the tummy runs are done. Everybody seems healthy. No one has got some major issues. I mean, Nati had an ankle issue. He's also saying he's feeling good. And that's what I've been trying to feel out when I was talking to the guys, just to make sure that they're healthy. So when we go out there with a healthy team. What is it that you feel is going to happen with the Tigers tomorrow?
Man, there are a lot of insights here, and that we don't disclose. And I think that by itself will bring us together. All the troubles, all the sicknesses. I love trouble.
In a good way.
In a good way, in
That's
a
right.
positive way.
Right.
Because trouble is a sign of direction. It's a sign of trying to get solutions to solve.
Right.
So nothing has to be easy. And I love that about
life in general.
Yeah, and what we wanna become as men.
Right.
There should be something we wanna talk about. There should be something the crowd needs to talk about. So that by itself, tomorrow, when we get into that court, all those troubles, because we've been preparing and we've been going over and over and over and over and over the same stuff, sicknesses, attitude, all of that, but we managed to get here. Tomorrow, I'm not even talking about tomorrow. Today at practice, all those things are gonna come together, and then we're gonna become one. I believe we're taking this shit, honestly.
Right.
I strongly believe that we have the personnel, we have the support. Fuck the bullshit. Sorry.
That's right.
Yeah, but
It's passion talking.
Yeah,
that's right.
So we are gonna get it right. KB, we have to get it right.
We have to.
We have to. Like, we can't turn back.
Right.
Every game is a game 7. We can't turn back.
We not go home.
We not go home, and now it's just we just wanna stay. So we have to make it work, and we have to make the country proud.
My man, you said it. Let me tell you, thank you very much for bracing your presence here on the break with me and chopping it up. Today is game day. Winner go home, and all that I've heard is nothing but positivity, mental toughness, spiritually aligned. And I think whoever that feels differently about what the results are going to be out there, as long as you leave it out on the floor, you know you've done God right.
Thank you, KB.
This is the point guard, or point guard, my man Thlogi Tholo, and we'll be seeing you later. More interviews will be coming up. This is the break, building basketball one brick at a time.
Peace.